Today's news. Defense Committee deems youth activist's arrest as political directive. Hural newspaper loses appeal. Lithuania supports Azerbaijan in Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Daylight savings time should be abolished. Today, the Defense Committee for arrested oppositional youth activist Jabar Savanlal held a press conference in Human Rights House. The representatives of political parties, media, and civil society institutions described this charge as partial and a result of discrimination in the society. In addition, it was claimed that the arrest was made under a political directive. Commenting on the motives of arrest, journalist Shavalad Chobanoglu said that Baku had become seriously concerned over the revolutionary developments in Egypt and Tunisia. Therefore, it has started to punish any political activity considering it a threat to the power. The problem has grown so much that the authorities have begun to pressure oppositional forces when their names are mentioned in any newspaper or websites. Savanlu's lawyer, Asabil Mustafayev, spoke about the violation of legal procedures during the activist's arrest. He said that Savanlu was not provided with a lawyer during arrest. His rights were not explained to him, and he was forced to testify against himself. The lawyer has filed a lawsuit against the Sumgait police leadership. The lawsuit will be heard on February 14. It is not even known whether Savanlu is a drug user or not. It is not known if he uses narcotics or not, but it is the fact that he is in prison for a so-called crime that he has not committed, said Mustafayev. It's clear that the arrest is fabricated. We'll inform the world community and condemn these men, Azerbaijan Popular Front Youth Committee head Abulfaz Gurbanlu said. Rights defender Saida Gojamanlu said that the Ombudsman Office and parliamentarians have been informed about this issue. The employees of the Ombudsman Office visited Savanlu on February 9th and 10th and said that they are trying to have the activist released. Council of Europe Human Rights Commissioner Thomas Hammarberg has also been informed about this arrest. Chairman Ali Karamli also described the arrest as a political directive. He spoke about Savanlu's arrest, the detention of APFP opposition members in Sabirabad, and the police interrogation of youth activist Elchin Hassanov. IRFS Director Amin Husseinov deemed the charge false and libel. According to him, the drug business is actually supported by law enforcement agencies, particularly the customs offices. Husseinov recalled that when he was recently held by customs employees, they did not use the special checking equipment. The event was concluded with the statement of the Defense Committee. The statement charges the ruling regime with repression and demands immediate release for jailed political and social activists, including Jabar Savanlu, Ruslan Bashirli, and Ainullah Fatullayev. Today, the Baku Appeals Court heard Hural newspaper's appeal against Narimanov District's Court's January 17th judgment. The original decision was upheld. Executive Director of the Presidential Works Department, Agabey Askerov, filed a libel lawsuit against Hural editor-in-chief and correspondent Kamal Hussein in August 2007 for the insult of his personal honor and dignity. The case was based on 3 articles printed in July and August of 2007. Publishing House rakes it in, Azerbaijan Publishing House, where press goes to die, and not Azerbaijan Publishing House, but Azerbaijan Factory. The articles reported legal violations committed by the director of Azerbaijan Publishing House. The plaintiff demanded an apology and a retraction by the newspaper, as well as a 250,000 AZN fine for the defendants. He also demanded that the 2 men be brought to criminal responsibility under Articles 147 and 148, libel and insult, of the Criminal Code. The Narimanov District Court partially fulfilled the lawsuit and demanded the newspaper publish a refutation and pay 1,000 AZN in compensation. Today's process was prompted by the non-execution of the court decision by Zeynallah, who was issued with a formal warning. After the hearing, Hural editor Avaz Zeynallah and his lawyer Elchin Sadigov told Objective TV that they would be filing an appeal against the decision. Lithuania's economic and political relations with Azerbaijan are set to become much closer, said the Speaker of the Lithuanian Parliament, Irina Didgugyten, at a press conference today. Discussing the conclusions of her visit to Azerbaijan, she said that her visit had focused on economic issues. Ms. Didgugyten spoke about the importance of the business forum held in Baku, which had involved 40 Lithuanian and 100 Azerbaijani businessmen. 3 agreements were reached with regard to information technology and science. Another one was concluded between business confederations from each country. The next business forum will be held in Lithuania. Another topic for discussion was transport, particularly the Viking cargo project that will extend to the Ukraine. It can be further extended to involve Azerbaijan and combined with the transport corridor for Europe, Caucasus, and Asia. As for the Lithuanian's OSCE chairmanship, she said that Vilnius would do its best to reach peaceful resolution for the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, working with Azerbaijan's territorial integrity in mind. The Lithuanian parliament's resolution for a peaceful settlement has already been signed by 50 members of parliament, she said. The Children's Rights Defense League held a press conference today to discuss problems associated with daylight savings time and the legal struggle for the resolution of the issue. According to committee head Yusuf Bakirov, daylight savings time has been implemented in Azerbaijan since 1955, but the current cabinet of ministers has not provided any proper justification of its current use. The argument is that daylight savings time contributes to energy saving and the maximization of solar energy capacity. However, inquiries sent to the State Statistics Committee about the actual amount of energy saved have not been answered, said Bakirov. He went on to say that even if this argument holds, saving energy is not more important than human lives. The Ministry of Health has already made its position clear, that daylight savings time has an adverse effect on health. Studies have shown that it can be damaging for pregnant women, babies, and the elderly. Given these considerations, Georgia, Central Asian countries have abolished daylight savings time. Russia has also decided to cancel it as of this year. In December of last year, the League appealed to the Constitutional Court of the cancellation of daylight savings time, citing the violation of human rights. The appeal failed, and the League is now planning to take the appeal to the European Court of Human Rights.